Hey, money makers.
Hey, money makers, come on in, you guys. We're super excited. We are about to get ready to launch the Freedom Launch.
Let's go.
We are so excited. Come on in, you guys. Go ahead and share because we have some amazing information that we're going to share with you guys. We're not just going to share with you guys, but we're going to teach you guys how to trade Forex. That's right, live like right now. We're going to show you exactly what it is that we're doing every single day. So what we need you to do is to go ahead and start tagging and sharing this feed, this information with your cousins, with your aunties, your uncles, because they have to see what it is that we are about to get ready to share with them. My name is Marquita Thomas.
And I'm Camille Westmoreland.
And this is the Helping Families Movement, you guys. And I'm telling you guys, we are extremely, extremely excited. So continue to keep on sharing the feed as we are about to get ready to share with you guys what it is that we're doing every single day. But the first thing that we want to share with you guys is this, that this space in this industry that we are in is a $6.6 trillion a day industry. Okay, so you had the opportunity and the ability to be able to trade in the largest financial market in the world. One of the things that we just read earlier was that the oil industry, oh my goodness, the oil industry just tanked today. So it's like at a zero balance of a barrel, or I mean, it's crazy the amount of what just happened. But the cool thing that I love about this space is that you're constantly surrounded by people that have information that you would have never, ever had access to. And so it really puts you way ahead of the game and way ahead of the space. So this is what we're going to be sharing with you guys, the importance of even what we're doing personally, what we're doing in the foreign exchange market, how we're helping hundreds of families every single day have the ability to learn a skill set that could literally feed them and their families for the rest of their entire lives. And so this is that information that we're going to share with you guys.
And so we're super, super excited. So not only are you going to learn about Forex, so every day that we're on, there's going to be a build-up, a new tip to show every person who's tuning in how easy it is to get involved into this space of foreign exchange. But also every day, we're going to let you hear real life stories of people who never heard of Forex before, who decided to take advantage of the opportunity to learn a new skill set to change their lives, and just hearing from them. So the first person that we have up today, I'm super excited. She's been running with us almost as long as we've been running and learning this Forex space. And so her name is Devena Witherspoon, and she is out of Smyrna, Laverne, Tennessee.
Laverne. Yes.
And so, Devena, thank you so much for, jumping on here with us today. And
yes.
Keita, I'm gonna let you take it away. Like, Devena's story is so powerful. Like,
extremely powerful. You hear me?
Share this feed if you have not. Start your watch party if you have not. Her story is so powerful, and we want every person to hear this story.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You know what? But one thing that I absolutely admire about Devena is her perseverance. I just remember, and she respects relationships. The other thing that I love about Devena is that she perseveres, she pushes, she's team. You know what I mean? And it's so hard to come across people that are team players, that understand the value of relationships, and people that it doesn't matter if they up against stuff, an obstacle, whatever it may be. It's great to have people that that's just always there to fight the good fight of faith, no matter what season you're in, good, bad, indifferent, whatever it looks like. And so I'm just personally honored, extremely honored to know this woman. I am so extremely proud of her because, some people get to a position in their life where they're just like, I'm not trying to learn anything new. I'm not trying to do anything different. You know what I mean? I already went to school, did everything that I knew to do, and I'm already fluent in my profession, my current profession. So why do I need to be doing something else? Why? And so for her, she made the easy decision to connect. She made the easy decisions to say yes to something new and something different. And I'm so proud of her. And so what I want to do before I bring her on, you guys, because I'm extremely proud of her, just go ahead in the chats and just let her know how proud of her you are. You don't even really know exactly what we're talking about, but once we get into this thing, I'm telling you, just let Devena know. Put a heart in the chat. Just put hearts, 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 hearts. Not just give us hearts, but in the comments, give us hearts. Put hearts in the chat, because it's something about celebrating people. My mentor talks about this all the time, constantly celebrating, getting in the atmosphere of celebrating people. And so, Devena, we celebrate you because we're super proud of you. Not only are you in the bag, not only are you in the bag, but you're also helping so many other people do so in the process. So, Devena, I just want you to come on right now and just kind of tell the people, what were you thinking the first time you got started in the foreign exchange market with us?
Hey, Marquita and Camille, thanks for having me. Hey, guys, joining this platform in 2016 was just an answer to prayer. I have a great job. I love what I do. It's in my field of education where I got a degree at, but it wasn't going to give me it wasn't going to produce the income that I needed to fulfill my desires, those things that I know that I'm supposed to do in the kingdom. It was good for me at home, for my house, for me and my husband, but not the world. And I believe this game changer. I believe this is a game changer, and I do appreciate this coming from my sister Regina and through Ashia in 2016, and it was an answer to prayer. And it was also a vehicle that I was able to continue to thrive in, even when I was diagnosed with cancer a year and a half after that. It was my motivation to finish chemo, because I had to come back home to draw up some charts, to talk to people, to do some training, to catch some pips. It was just my motivation. Even the good thing about it is I could do it all from my phone. So even when I had a needle in one hand, I had my cell phone in another hand, counting my pips, putting in my trades. And that helped me through that process. I had books and I read for maybe 30 minutes until I fell asleep. But what carried me and kept my arm pumping so my blood can continue to pump during that 4-hour chemo process was trading. And it produced, because I did have out-of-pocket expenses, because thank God I have great insurance, but not everything was covered. So it produced income. Lately, I've doubled my account with doing all of that. And trading is just freedom. It provides me financial freedom. It provides me not to be just sitting. I love my job, but I don't have to sit in front of my computer and do that and file papers and do all that I do every day, because it can produce something greater than my job. I look forward to making this a full-time thing where I can teach people how to do it. Absolutely. It's not hard. You don't have to have a degree to do it. I didn't know anything. Although I'm an accountant, it's nothing like accounting. It's not numbers like an accounting, like an accountant, like I do every day. But what it is, it will help you financial freedom. It will help you to help families, which I'm doing on a consistent basis, answering text messages, direct messages from Facebook, emails, all of those things, just to help people. Yeah. And it helped me a lot.
Yeah. You guys, she just said something that was so amazing. She literally got connected, and a year later, literally found out that she was diagnosed with cancer. And let me tell y'all something, even when she was diagnosed with it, you would have never known.
No idea.
We had no idea, because she never skipped a beat. I remember us calling her saying, Devena, hey, we didn't even know. We said, hey, we see an amazing leader in you. Would you mind doing our leadership, new members, stuff? And so she was like, absolutely. And you know what? That spoke volumes to me, because she could have easily sung "Woe is me." She could have easily said, you know what? I need to be taking care of myself. I ain't got time to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I got time to be studying graphs and charts and doing all this. She knew how vitally important having this skill set and understanding what this would be do for not only her, but for her family. And I just commend you for that. You know what I mean? It blesses me. You do not understand us being able to walk through this entire process with you, how much you have blessed us in the process. And that's why I want the world to be able to know and to hear your story, how amazing of a person you are, securing the bag, helping other people, super selfless. You know what I'm saying? And a ton of the team members didn't even know anything was going on with you. You know, that you were believing God for your healing.
Absolutely.
Continue to keep sticking with it. And here we are, 3 to 4 years later, and you're changing the game with all these charts. And we are extremely, extremely proud of you. Like, so
thank you.
And even listening to your story again, I thought I was about to cry. Like, wait a minute, you know, it was so powerful. But what it speaks to me and what I hope so many people capture from this is that there's never going to be a right time to change your life. Ever.
Yes.
Like, things are going to always come up. And if you're waiting for the perfect time, you will never start.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, hope that you take that from what she said, because she got in and a year and a half later, all of this happened. She could have been like, forget everything and just stopped.
Yep.
But she had so much perseverance to know this too shall pass. Let me stay the path and the course of what Holy Spirit gave me to do.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so everybody that's listening, that's waiting, like, well, I need to wait now that this thing is happening. I got my kids at home. I need to wait because my kids at home.
Girl.
Listen, Marquita over there with a house full and she's focused. Listen.
What you say? A house full.
But just the person that's listening, don't let because the thing about it is this, and our mentor has said this so many times, there's always resistance right before the harvest. Okay, so there's always an opportunity for you to receive harvest, but something's gonna always come up that will push you back to make you feel like I can't do this right now because of this. But if you would have just pressed in a little bit more, and not allow what you see physically to deter you from what you see spiritually. You see what I'm saying?
That's
Those
right.
that you're believing for would start to manifest. So even in this time that we are in right now, this is the opportune time for all of us to soar.
That's right.
Looking at the physical and look with your spiritual eye. Look at what you know that you've been praying for. Look and, just push. That's all I can say. Just
yes, absolutely. Because see, the reality is that, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are witnessing it now. For some of you guys have seen several recessions in your time. Every 10 years, there's a reset in our actual economy, right? So many of you guys have experienced that. You have experienced the stock market crashing. You probably experienced the housing industry crashing, the banking institution. You have probably experienced all of it, but guess what? You probably wasn't even in position. You were actually hit by it, but didn't even have the answers or the resources, or didn't have proper relationships and people that had your answer that could literally help you where global economics is concerned. And so now being in a position like what we're in right now, coming in on this is the next recession, 2020. We're right smack dab in a recession. On top of a recession, we're smack dab hit with an actual virus that has all of you guys quarantined at home, figuring it out. Many of you guys have lost family members because of it. Many of you guys have lost jobs because of this. And we're here letting you guys know and having really trying to open your eyes to, that our society and our government was never designed to ever make any of us rich. Period.
No.
It was never designed for us to ever teach us how to obtain wealth. They only teach us how to continue to keep on living in their cycle and in their financial bubble that continues to keep us bound. And if you don't look at it through a total different lens, you will continue to keep on missing it. You'll continue to keep on praying for the wealth transfer. You'll continue to keep on believing God that you are supposed to be wealthy. You are supposed to be living in that home that you desire to be in, living and driving that vehicle that you desire, but you don't know how to really obtain it. And if you do get the vehicle that you want, you're so tied up in debt. All right. Above your means because the inflation is eating up our money every single day. So that's why having wealth conversations like this is important. That's why, like what Camille said, not getting in a position to where you're hearing information, even if it doesn't even make sense to you. There's a reason why it don't make sense to you, because you was conditioned to going to school, getting a job, getting a degree, and that's it. Going to work for somebody else, not actually creating opportunities, not creating wealth for other people. You were designed you wasn't designed, but the government has literally, put us in a position to where the only thing we see or do is what they tell us to do. And that's not wealth. And so you have to be able to have these type of wealth conversations. You have to be able to be in a room, in a position to be able to surround yourself around people that have your answer and not your problem. And that's what we're doing as of right now. And that's why we said, you know what? We're at home right now, prime opportunity. We're excited. We've been preparing for this as traders, for the last, 4 years.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, because we knew 4 years ago, we were coming up with another recession. Right? Because the great thing about the foreign exchange markets, you guys, that it doesn't matter what's happening in our economy. Guess what? If our housing market is going down, guess what? We get to turn around and buy and sell on both sides of the spectrum. We get to buy and sell global currency.
Yeah.
So while I'm sitting at home right now, I have my children. I'm up here helping them with schoolwork. I'm running several other different businesses. I'm at the same time looking at charts and things like that, helping other families and securing the bag. All because of a skill set, all because I took the time out like Devena did. She took it serious. She took the time out and she learned a skill set that does not have an income cap. That's what I presented to you guys. A skill set that does not have an income cap. And it's ultimately up to you guys to make the decision to say, you know what? I want to learn a skill set that doesn't have an income cap attached to my money. And it doesn't matter if I'm on the playground with my children. I can literally have my cell phone and get money. It doesn't matter. Like Devena was up in the hospital receiving chemo, but she had her phone.
Yes, I did.
Still securing the bag.
Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Come on. So, I mean, like even today, Devena, let them know, like what's so dope about this whole helping families movement is that we just don't want to come on in here and just talk. Like we said earlier, for all of you guys that are tuning in and just now coming in to hear what we're talking about, our goal from the get-go, once I made the decision to learn how to trade in this space, my goal was to also, once I had the opportunity and the platform to be before other people, is that I wanted to make sure they got it. The system that we are connected with, the I Am Mastery Academy, provides amazing tools in education and amazing educators.
Absolutely.
Okay? Outside of that, but we wanted to also, when we partner with them, make sure that people that partner with us, with them, really learn the skill set. And so we're going to continue to keep bringing people on here because we want you guys to hear. You all have for the last 4 years. If you follow me, you've been watching me consistently. You know what I mean? Share and talk about pips and profits and percentages and growing our accounts by this and seeing other people testimony. I said, you know what? Now is the time for them to actually hear the stories, to be able to see the manifestation of what God has literally been doing and setting up in our lives. It is a setup for a come up for all of us, for each and every last one. And it can be a setup and a come up for you as well. It's an open opportunity and an open door, and we're opening our arms. We're literally opening it up saying, hey, come and join us. Come and learn this particular skill set that can feed you and your family for the rest of your entire life. And it can change your financial economy in your home as well. And so, I mean, we caught pips this morning, right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
we
missed
did.
some of them, but I caught them.
That's why we decided to do it at this time, because one of the pairs we trade is closed. Come on,
Right.
Exactly.
So that's a beautiful thing. So one of the things too that we decided to do is also come on here and be able to show you guys how easy it is to learn this skill set. And so we're going to be teaching you guys how to trade too. So we're not going to just be on here talking about what we do. We're going to be teaching you guys because we want you to see how simple it is. Sometimes people tend to not take advantage of things because it seems like it's too hard. I know for me, I'm a creative person. When I saw graphs and charts, honestly, I was like, I'm good. I can't see myself doing it. Like, you want me to stare at this and look at numbers? Give me something that I can create. I can go run with it all day. But then once I figured out, like, oh my God, this is creating. Like, I'm creating wealth every day. Like, you have to sit your tail down and apply yourself and just look at it and through a different lens, and that's what we did. And so that's why we wanted to do something different and begin to show you guys exactly what it looks like when it comes to actually trading. So Devena, I mean, I'm super proud of you.
Very proud of you.
Very, very proud of you. And the best is definitely yet to come.
Amen.
For your household, for your family. It's only up from here. It's only up from here. I'm excited to make, more hundreds of thousands of dollars and even millions of dollars with you.
Yes.
And we try, but all three of us trading with each other for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
Nothing else. You know what I mean?
Listen, trading is a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. I mean, period. It's nothing. I mean, it is what it is. And so we're so proud of you. But Devena, before we go on and we switch over to showing these people how simple it is and how easy it is. So at this point, what we want you guys to do is start tagging even more people. Tagging your cousins, your aunties, your uncles. Start tagging them right there. We are real people. We are real people sharing real success stories, real life news with you guys. But yet we're not allowing obstacles, anything that comes our way to stop us from securing the bag. All right. And so we want you guys at this point to start sharing and everything like that. And while you're sharing it, Devena, just go ahead and just tell the people, talk to them, and just let them know from your heart, the benefits of being a part of the whole Helping Families movement and partnering with us and things like that.
Thank you. The name itself speaks volume, Helping Families. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing this right now is Helping Family. I have a family. Camille has a family. Marquita has a family. They may be different size, but the heart is the same. We want to grow. We want to grow not only in our faith, but in our wealth. And this is a part of the wealth transfer. We're able to learn it. You can learn it from your phone. You don't need any other device but learning it from your phone. I Am Master Academy has plenty of information for you to learn at your own time, in your own bedroom, in your pajamas, in the store, in the break room, wherever you see fit. I Am Master Academy, we have what you need. You will grow. I promise you will grow. You will see the increase. You will see the knowledge retained because the Bible says, blessed is the memory of the righteous. So we pray on here. We don't just trade, we pray. After we pray, I remember on Tuesdays, after we would pray and do Bible study school, then we would go and trade and maybe we would catch those pips because we put the Holy Spirit first. So if you love Jesus, you can trade. Ecclesiastes 11, 1 and 2. You want to take it to the Bible, you want to take it to the scripture, bam, there it is.
Bam.
Come on with us. Get a part of this family. We grow just like us in the body of Christ as brothers and sisters. We're brothers and sisters here in the Forex trading market. I'll see you soon.
Yay!
Love it.
I'm so lit. So for some of you guys are asking, yes, the Helping Families movement is an entire movement.
Yes.
But we have partnered with the I Am Mastery Academy. All right. And that is an educational platform that literally teaches people how to trade in the foreign exchange market. And our movement is just a movement where we're going out helping as many people as we can learn and partner with this system as well. So what we're going to do in this moment right now, everybody put some hearts in the chat for Devena. Let her know that you love her, that we're praying for her. We're praying her strength, her physical strength. We're praying for her family, all of that. Just put some hearts in the chat. We're super proud of you. Absolutely proud of you. So what we're going to do right now is switch over because now we're going to teach you guys how to trade. Come on. Yes. So you can see that it's super simple. When they showed me this, I said, oh, I can do this. Sign me up for the Christian Jubilee, honey. So get some coins. Okay, so let's pull up the charts. Let's go.
So it's actually not a chart today, Keita.
Oh, that's right. We're going to do what? Calculate.
Yeah, so today what I want to talk about is basically calculating pips. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if you can understand this, because a lot of times any of you that follow me or follow Marquita or any of the watch parties you're watching, you may hear us say, we just caught 20 pips, we just caught 200 pips, this or that. You want to make sure that you know what that means. We want to make sure you know what that means. And so I'm going to go ahead and blow this up like this so you can see it better. So just bear with me here. and you should still be able to hear us loud and clear. So this right here, you guys, these are my own definitions. So these are my own definitions. I'm not the politically correct type person. I like to take the meat and throw the bone away. So what we're talking about today is lots and pips. If you can understand this, it starts getting your mind flowing with the possibilities of what you can do. So honestly, within the Forex space, lots and pips are two important things that play a major role in Forex markets. So to give you an idea, pips are basically the change in the price of a currency pair. So as simple as that is, that's pretty much it, okay? So within your app that you'll have MT4, you will be able to easily identify the pips by the large numbers, which I'm going to show you on the next slide, okay? And then lots determine how much money you gain or lose every time there is a change in the currency price. So you can see how those two correlate, okay? So if you're in a position and your pip value is going up and you're in a buy, you're making money every time a new pip increases, okay? So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. So let's talk about the pips. So if you look here, this is what your trading platform will look like when you're looking at certain pairs and things like that. With your Forex pairs only. So don't pay attention to gold, which is XAU, USD, or oil. They are calculated differently. So what I'm teaching you today is solely about Forex pairs. So let's look at Euro USD for an example. That big number, that 0.6 or that 0.7, those are your pips. That is your focal point, okay? So let's just assume you were going to buy Euro USD. And some people are like, how can I buy Euro USD if I don't own any euros? That's the beautiful thing about the Forex market and the brokers. We'll teach you more about that and how that works, okay? But you can actually buy any of these currencies available without physically owning it, which is the beautiful thing about the foreign exchange market. Okay, so let's look here. Let's just say we're looking at Euro USD. So we're looking at the second column for the purposes of this example. So your 0.7 is your focal point for this particular pair. So if you are buying and this is your entry price, when that pair moves 10 pips, so basically you're taking the number 10 and adding it to 0.7, that is an increase of pips. So if you're buying, you just made 10 pips on that trade, okay? Big deal, because listen, we do 10 pips and dip up in here. Shout out to Dr. Kathy for 10 pips and dip. Let's go. So you get 10 pips and dip, but the beautiful thing about this, if you were to sell, or if you were in a sale and you were still going for 10 pips, all you would do is subtract 10. So the funny thing about this is we all had math growing up and we were like, we're never gonna need math. Like, why am I taking math? I don't need math.
Right.
But now I see that I need math because this math is making me some money, right? So within the same instance, whatever your entry is, once you identify those pips, that focal point, those two big numbers, so if it goes from 0.7 to 0.8, that's a pip. If it goes from 0.8 to 0.9, that's another pip. If it goes from 0.7 to 15, that's another 8 pips. Okay. And so that's how the market actually moves. Okay. So we're not going to talk about take profits and all of that at this point, but I just wanted you to understand what a pip was and how to identify the movement of it. So we practice, as I mentioned, if you were buying, you would add 10 to that highlighted area because those are the big numbers, okay? Go back and watch this video after the fact if you're like, let me figure this out. But it's really basic math. If you need to write it out, it's 0.0010. So you put your 10 under the highlighted point, do your math, and that's your pip calculation. Simple, straight to the point, okay? So it gives you an idea of how pips move. So if you see Marquita post, and like this morning, she said the team just bagged 20 pips in gold. That means we gained 20 pips. But the beautiful thing about that is that is money that people made, however, on a trade idea, but how much money you made was different from one person to another based off of your lot size. Okay? So at the end of the day, you have 3 different types of lot sizes. You have your micros, your minis, and your standards. Everybody has a desire to get to the standard club at some point, and you'll get there. Just be patient with yourself, right? So when you look at your micros, that's anything from 0.01 to 0.09. That looks like 1 cent to 9 cents, but that is really not the case. You have to move your decimal point one place to the right, and that will convert to dollars for you. So if you had a 0.01 lot size, that is equivalent to 10 cents per pip. So for example, with the example this morning where we got 20 pips on gold, a person that did 0.01 lot size at 10 cents per pip, they just made $2 on the trade. That's $2 you didn't have 10 minutes ago, right? Profit is profit in the Forex market. The whole concept is leverage and compounding, okay? The power of compounding, because even though you made $2, that's more than you probably getting on the 100 or 200 sitting in your savings account, right? So then you have that. But then let's go up to your minis. So this mini here, you see 0.10, it looks like 10 cents, but remember, moving that decimal place one place to the left turns that into $1 per pip. So the same person, let's just say Devena did this same trade. I made $2. Devena did 0.10, which is $1 per pip. Devena just made $20, okay? Devena made $20 off of the move. Powerful, right? And then let's just say, let's look at a standard of 1.00, which is really $10 per pip. So this same trade, Keita the Gold Queen, of course, gonna come out here and throw a standard on it, and she just made $200 off the move. You know what I'm saying? So that's how lot sizes and pips correlate. So when we post and talk about what the team does as collectively, or even if someone is with Dr. Kathy on Breakfast Club or with one of the other educators and go live, we talk from a pip standpoint because the dollar amount is going to vary. It's 1,000 traders, 100,000 traders, 100,000 traders going to have a different profit. Everybody could have got 220 pips, but everybody's profit is going to be different because of their lot sizes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first space of you having a clear understanding of how lots and pips actually work together in this space. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys that and what that looks like, because, you know, some people are like, I don't understand, and it's okay. Once you get into this space, it's about going from level to level, going from the next space to the next space and growing from there, okay? And so, you know, on my YouTube channel, there are more videos. Keita has some stuff out there at the end of the day, but knowing how to correlate the two together. So now you see, okay, pips, that's a change in the currency exchange rate. Every time, if I'm in a position of a buy and that currency exchange rate keeps going up, I'm making money as it keeps going up. If that currency exchange is going down, I'm in a deficit. But let me say this, you never profit or lose a trade until you close it.
Right.
Until you close it. And don't be afraid of red. We all want to see red. Don't emotionally trade. There's a lot of things that we'll teach you from a mindset. Trading is more mindset than anything else. Okay, so that's like one of the first tools or steps that we would give you to make sure that you understand, because that's one of the first things we teach people. Because if you can understand what a pip is, if you can understand what a lot is, if you can understand how they correlate together, once you start applying what you're learning to execute trades and to implement what you're learning, it brings it more a reality to the possibilities. You know, you may not have dreamed before, but seeing this, you start dreaming big, like wanting jets and stuff. Like for real. Like, don't be afraid of red, you know, period. Like with risk comes reward, right? With gambling comes loss. So don't gamble. Do not gamble. If you decide to get into this space, don't be taking your mortgage and all of this this is not a get rich quick anything. Okay. This is a skill set that can fund your life for the rest of your life. You know, some people work jobs and they can't wait till they're 65. Listen, I'm still gonna be like 115, 117 trading on these charts. Period. Like seriously, like this is something that I would do for the rest of my life. Like, if I would never go get another job, I probably will never start. I done got so spoiled with Forex. I don't even really care about starting no other businesses. I don't want to drop ship. I don't want to consult. I just want to trade.
Yeah, because it's powerful. It's powerful. Like I said earlier, just imagine having a skill set that feeds you forever, that doesn't have an income cap. Once again, this is a $6.6 trillion a day space. So every time Camille gets into the market, every time I get into the market, Devena gets into the market, we have $6.6 trillion at our exposure. So that's a beautiful thing. And based on the skill set, it determines how much of that we're able to eat every single day. And so that's one of the main things that we wanted to get on here and really, really talk to you guys about, that you now have the ability. Many of you guys have been watching over year after year after year after year and watching and seeing us do it. Now is the time for you to connect. Now it's even some of you guys that probably have connected, but then decided to say, you know what, I don't think I can do it. I'm telling you to get back into it. You know what I mean? Get back into it. Don't just allow one small little setback to literally deter you from the very thing that your gut had told you to connect with, to stick with, to stay with. Get back with the person that's tagging you on this video. Get back with the person that you are watching from their watch or for their Facebook, and let them know that I'm ready to connect. I'm ready. I'm tired of lack. I'm tired of, depending upon a paycheck every 2 weeks in order for that to be my livelihood. I am tired of it. I know there's so much more for me. And if you are a believer or a tither or a giver, you're absolutely right. There is so much more for you. There is so much. There's tithe rights that is supposed to be given to you. And this sets you up. This is going to help to set you up, to position you and your family. So I'm telling you to get back with that person that you have connected with. If you connected in the past, get back with them and start learning this skill set, because I can promise you right now, we are living in the best of times. I am super excited. While I'm talking to you guys, there are other trades that I have been able to close out. Before I even got on here to share this amazing skill set with you guys, there was trades that I was able to not only close out by myself, that I was able to turn around and close out with a team, and it being a team effort in itself. So we're not just eating over here alone. We're not, and the great thing that I love about it, I don't have to sell a service, a product, or anything else in order to be able to make money. Once again, we're going to say it again. This is a skill set. It's just like you going online to become a nurse, or you're going to school to become a lawyer or a doctor. It's the exact same thing. When you take on that profession, guess what? You know nothing about that profession, do you? You know absolutely nothing about it. But the more that you stick with it, the more that you continue to keep on going to class, guess what? You become an expert in it. That's the exact same thing. Now it's just up to you to say, you know what? I'm willing to become an expert in this. I'm willing to say yes to this. And if so, you have a team of people behind you that has partnering with you to help you to see you through and see the success that you desire.
And that was good, that what you just said, because I was going to point that out. So for the person that literally is like, okay, I need to go do my research, I need to go, I'm going to study and learn first. When you decided to go to college, whether it was for, hi, Justy, when you decided to go to college, whether it was for nursing or a business degree or whatever the case may be, you did not say, let me go study to be a nurse before I go to nursing school.
That's right.
You registered for that university and entrusted those instructors to prepare you for what is necessary in order for you to be a successful nurse. And so look at that. This space is that Wealth University. Okay. They have educators, products, tools, and services in place that if you take it serious of becoming a student, that it will position you to enhance your skill set to continually grow and become better and evolve and change the economy in your homes, because that is our ultimate goal, to help you take control of the economy in your home, regardless of who's in office, who's not in office, stimulus check, what stimulus check. Listen, I make my own stimulus check.
Yes, I made a stimulus check this morning. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So the people that are actually watching right now, for those that are like, I done heard Devena's story. I done heard that she has connected with you guys for the last 4 years, have been trading with you. And within her first year after she connected, she found out that she was diagnosed with cancer. It did not stop her. She continued to keep on pushing through cancer, during chemo with her cell phone in her hand, still still putting in trades 4 years later, still here to be able to tell the story of what she was able to walk through. They were able to hear that. They were able to hear what we're doing with Forex. They were able to see us teach them on one particular tool, which is calculating pips. So now for those that are listening, it's like, you know what, I'm super excited. This is definitely something I want to partner with. Go ahead and let them know what it will cost for them to go ahead and get started and get connected with that just small baby fee.
So if you're ready to get started and jump in, get back with the person, tell them thank you. It is $234.95 to go ahead and get started today. Some people are like, well, what does that cover? Like, does this cover trading? This covers your access to education. This is you paying to go to college, okay? Now it's $234.95 to get started and then $174.95 a month. But the beautiful thing is, now let me tell y'all something. When I was in college, if they would have told me, Camille, go find 2 more people who want to go to nursing school and your tuition is waived. Listen, I would have been all over Winston-Salem, North Carolina, okay? Looking for people who want to trade or who want to go to nursing school so I could be free. And that's the beautiful thing about this space. Referring to people who may want to learn Forex as well, waive your tuition every month so you don't have that $174.95 fee. But that's all it takes to get started. You get plugged into the education. You get access to all the products and services that IM Mastery Academy has to offer. You get plugged in with a beautiful team of people that want to see you win, getting connected with like-minded people. I had the opportunity to listen to Kim Kiyosaki the other day, and she was just talking about how these spaces are so pivotal because you're connecting with lots of like-minded people that help to strengthen and help to, challenge you to grow and to become better. So $234.95 is all that it takes to get started. If you're ready to get started, get back with the person that invited you on to this webinar, whoever's watch party you are plugged into, and tell them, thanks for sharing this watch party. I'm ready to get started. And we'll just go ahead and, welcome you to the family. Like, we're excited to connect with each and every one of you.
Congratulations, you guys. And we also want to let you guys know that even for those that are connecting, we're doing something that's real cool as well, is that we're doing, outside of this, we'll be doing this until Saturday. So you definitely want to get people on. We will have different people with real success stories telling their truth. And then we'll be teaching you guys in the foreign exchange market as well. So we're not just getting on here talking. We want to be able to show you guys, and we want to bring you real testimonials of real people that are receiving tremendous success. And then next week, we're doing something that's amazing. We're going to have a live trade house. So that's why you really want to get connected as well. All day, we're going to be sitting there with the educators ourselves, and we're going to be trading, honey. And of course, all of you guys know one of my favorite pairs is gold, and also now US 30.
US 30, baby.
So once again, we want to say congratulations to you guys. Welcome to the Helping Families movement. Get back with the person that connected you. If you're watching the watch party, get back with them ASAP, like right now. Get connected, get the link, and we look forward to seeing all of you guys on the other side of money. God bless.
See ya.